So we joined Collective Genius just under a year ago. We look to be the best of the best. And to be the best of the best, you have to have the best of the best knowledge. You have to have the best of the best connections. And you have to be the leading edge with new technologies and with new strategies and be ahead of the market trends. We found my brother, Dutch Mendenhall, is familiar with many of the CG members and found this to be the best place to gain that knowledge and to help accelerate our business and help accelerate our teams through the different trainings, whether it's project management, dispositions, sales, acquisitions, just even COO and higher level leadership training. The question was, why would we join when, markets are tightening, and why we're joining during a downturn, or why we even are trying to accelerate our business during downturn. And if you look at historically, you look at downturns and you look at corporate organizations that gain market share during downturns, when they come out of that downturn, they are the dominant force in the market. And we know that during these tough times that people are unfortunately going to lose businesses, they're going to fall away. And we're just at the leading edge of that downturn. But we know that if we can dominate the downturn, that we can come out ahead with gained market share and be the strongest we've ever been. When COVID started, we did something very similar. We shifted, we changed. We looked at what was going to be the lead in that downturn, even though it was a short, brief downturn, and we came out the strongest we'd ever been. And the plan is just to repeat that with this one. Joining during the downturn, one of the things that's really important for us is we don't know everything. So we're a very sharp, aggressive team. There's a lot of nuances that we can take away from fellow team members, right? There's things we can contribute to them, and there's things they can contribute to us to help develop our knowledge. While we are really great, there's a lot of really great organizations, and while we think we have something locked down, there might be something we're missing, and we can use, our team and with those relationships that we have in CG to make sure that we're not missing we're getting all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed. So what our biggest takeaway was from this specific Q4 event in 2022 was probably, just making sure that your foundations are strong. It's really important that you have strong foundations to continue to build upon. And our goal is to continue to build during the downturn. We have to have strong foundations, and just locking in anything foundationally so that we can continue to build on it, I think is really critically important. And Jason Medley just finished out the meeting with that. So, managing through your people, having your people be the best that they possibly could be, and making sure that your business structures, foundations are strong is probably my biggest takeaway from this event. Yeah, so Ben Hardy did a great job just talking about why. I talked to my people about their why as well. One of our biggest whys is, growing and developing investors into single family homes to build legacy wealth. That's one of our biggest whys. The important why for my particular personal self is my family, and then not just my immediate family, but my brother and his family. And we are a family company that has a lot of family members. And so it's not just putting employers out of work if we're not successful, it's putting family out of work. And that just makes it so critical. More that we're successful, that's our why. So that helps us figure out our how, and that helps us figure out our who. One of the things that Jeremy Miner talked about was just all the emotional. And this is something we teach, but, he talked about being problem solvers. We talk about being pain solvers. So, and then just walking people through that and helping them get through that. We're not always the best solution, and that's okay, but we can help you find the best solution. And that's an emotional decision, not an economic decision. And if you can't get through the emotional conversation, you're never going to get to a deal, or you're never going to get to a sell, because people make decisions on an emotional basis, not on a logical basis. Now, the number, you're going to get to that number later, but you have to get through those emotional objections first. If you want to join CG, or if you're thinking about joining CG, just understand the more you delay that decision, the longer you're delaying your team getting better and your team advancing. So you can put it off as long as you want, but understand you're just putting off the growth and development of your team, and then therefore the growth and development of your business.